2019. What a year. Today, let's go through the analytics and a little bit of a backstory from the creator point of view of 2019, how it was for my channel, how it was for me. At the time of making of this video, it's actually the 4th January, so we have all the statistics for the 2019. And we're gonna talk about like the views, the watch time, you know, even the things like estimated revenue, why the videos did better and worse. Did it grow, like my channel as a whole, did it do better or worse? And yeah, we're still in the New Year's mood, so I hit the microphone right now. First off, let's go to my screen right now. And as you can see, we are on the channel dashboard, and here we see that I am just 8 subscribers away from hitting 3,000. Funny thing is, I was almost getting 3,000 on the New Year's Eve again. And a backstory, last year, 2018, 31st December, just a couple hours, I think like an hour or two before the new year mark, I hit 1,000. So I was very close to doing the same thing again, having the milestone on the 31st, but for some reason on the 30th or 31st, it suddenly just stopped with the growth. Happens, and now we're kind of a little bit stuck on 92, but I guess in a day or two we're gonna get to 3,000. So you could say pretty much tripled my numbers in the year. So in that term, we did good. At first I said I wanted to have 10,000 by the end of the year, but then there's things that I did differently that did actually make it slow down a bit, but in a good way. But if we're tripling again this year, 2020, let's end 2020 with 10k. That is pretty realistic, don't you think? But if it doesn't happen, no hard feelings, it's okay. But if it does, I would be very happy, very proud. So let's go to my analytic tab, because I am sure you're probably more interested in this thing, especially in the estimated revenue. But let's go to the 2019 tab, which is really cool. You can see all your things. As you can see, it seems low. And the reason for that is the views. Because of these couple spikes, the whole, year is shrunk down a lot. Because if not for this spike, for example, and this one, these would be the highest ones. So these would be around somewhere here, and then these were like somewhere here. So because of that, it looks kind of funny, but there is a reason there are those spikes, and I'll talk about that in a second. First off, beginning of the year, January, I had about 300 views to like, let's say 500 top views a day. End of the year, last week, I was hitting about 900 views a day. Other than that, usually I am around 600 to 700. So we did kind of double, in a way, our views, or close to that. So that is very good. In terms of like the long-term growth, we doubled this too. So we're still growing. As you can see, 50% better than last year. So that's even better. Same thing with watch time, and as you can see, watch time is growing very nicely. We started off with 10 hours a day watch time, and we finished off with like 40 hours a day, 30 couple hours a day. In the lows, I would get like 26, 25, those were the lowest days, which is still way higher, more than double than we had before. And let's talk about this spike, for example, here. This spike is from collaboration that we did about where to travel in 2019, couple channels, travel channels, and that was the day I got a lot of views, a lot of watch time, and a lot of subscribers. I think that was the biggest one ever. As you can see, subscribers, 50 subscribers that day almost, which is a record for my channel. But those spikes here, I want to talk about this 4 spikes here. It was me testing out the Google, is the ads but in a way that you actually put your video as an ad to see if it would actually help you grow the channel. And those were pretty much like a $2 input, so like $2 to promote my videos through the Google, service. And you could say like those 3 were a testing. This one was pretty good actually, but it was spread over a couple days. And with the knowledge that I had, I placed one more time, but that was that was actually the 1 week in Athens. And it did amazingly. It got how many views? 5,000 views in one day. And then because of that, and then because I did it really well, the YouTube algorithms got the analytics that they need. For example, like the watch time, how much people spend on the video, do they like it, do they subscribe? And because I put it in a very good way so that people that were interested in that kind of video they actually ended up watching the video, and now this video sits at around, I think, 11 or 12,000. So it has pretty much double the views by itself thanks to this. So it was a very good experiment, and as you can see, I didn't do many of those anymore. This was a collaboration, so that was a, you know, just because of that. Watch time did actually happen the same way, kind of. And subscribers, right here you can see that was the most, and that's where I want to talk about why, as you can see, I started the year very strong, and like the last year, so 2018, I ended very strong, started 2019 strong, then there was like the sleeping period, then a little bit more, and then it started to be very like mediocre, like let's say 1 to 5, maybe 1 to 7, 8 subscribers a day, and then we ended up year with a very good number of 13, 9, 4, 7, you know, those kind of numbers, 12. How did that happen? You know, on YouTube, the more you engage into content, the more your content is going to be engaged with. So basically, I was doing a lot of engaging, but to the point where I would do more engaging than, you know, making my own videos. I would pretty much spend like 4 hours a day, 3-4 hours a day, responding to every single comment and looking at other creators' videos, checking them out, you know, looking what they're making, some feedback and that kind of stuff. I would actually go sometimes to like forums and say, like, you know, if anybody has like a travel video and wants some feedback, I will check it out. And because of the nature of YouTube, the more you engage, the more people actually come back to you, and sometimes, you know, the algorithms pick it up. Sometimes it's more of the people just generally coming back to see what you're creating. Sometimes like a random person reads your comment and gets to you, so that kind of makes it like more ways to come into your channel. And I was doing a lot of that, so it worked really nicely. I would get like an average almost 20 subscribers a day, so it's a very quick growth, especially if you're a smaller channel. You want to get to that 1,000 magical number. But then we went to Athens and I totally dropped my channel. I didn't even go on it. Like, I had videos uploaded and scheduled for the day, so like I would totally abandon YouTube for a week and look what happens. It pretty much suddenly started dropping. We came back, I started to do a little bit of engaging again, but it was very subtle. It wasn't really that strong. I did not a lot because I was kind of tired of doing it so much before. And then I just said, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna do any more engaging, just natural. If it happens, if it happens. And I started to go to like 5 subscribers a day, sometimes even -1, as you can see. But let's say like 2, 3 on average a day. And lately it's been picking up. Like, I lately have not seen negative numbers. Sometimes 0, but usually it will be like 3, 4, even more, which was very nice. It was natural, organic growth. And then by the end of the year, I actually tried a little bit more engaging, but in a very subtle way, responding to comments like normally I would do. Anyway, I would do that, but I would actually implement one more thing. I would do like feedback and that kind of stuff for other people, but very subtly. Like, instead of sitting for 3 hours, I would just do it for like 20-30 minutes at most, maybe like 10 minutes, and it seems to work very good. So that is a tip if you want to get subscribers, if you want to get, you know, make friends. That's the best thing, because I actually made a lot of friends that, for example, I made this collaboration with, that I got in contact because of that, because I was leaving feedback, then they left feedback on mine, we started talking, you know, that kind of stuff, and now it's like a nice community. So the most important part about this video is probably the estimated revenue, but one more thing, as you can see, I was doing 2 videos a week. And one of the things that I did here that kind of slowed me down a little bit was, from year 2, I said I wanted to do less videos, but better quality. And it ended up being a backfire for me, because yes, the quality got better, but I kind of got lazier, and after Athens, I kind of like lost the momentum. The problem with this is also I had to finish my studies. I was a coach at the time, and it kind of got to me where I had to like take a break here because I had to finish the studies and everything, and it kind of killed off the momentum. Like, 2 videos a week, I wanted to focus on the travel ones. They were really good in my opinion, but then it started to lose momentum because I had no extra footage and we were waiting for the summer to go somewhere, and at the same time I had a lot of things in real life outside of YouTube, and it turned out to be like a little bit slowing down. But since then, I kind of got back to 1 video a week. It was much better. It was starting to pick up again slightly, with 1 video a week, And here, from here, that's from October, I decided to do more. If I can, I'll post 2. If I can, like totally can, I'll try to do at least 2 a week. If I can more, I'll try more. So I did actually post 2 videos here, and 1 should be here. 1 video here, 2, 1, 1, and then I started, as you can see, the last couple of weeks of the year were 2 videos, 2 videos, 3 videos, 3 videos, 2 videos, and 2 videos. And one of them actually went really nice. The Christmas market in Krakow did very good. Okay, without further ado, let's begin the part that you're waiting for. So my estimated revenue is $300, but as you can see, it didn't start at the beginning of the year. Even though I did hit 1K subscribers on the 31st December, it took me all the way to May 11th to start getting ads on my videos. But also because I didn't have the watch time necessary, the 4K hours of watch time. Once I hit that, it was like a week or 2, and then actually they gave me the monetization. And since then, as you can see, it's steadily growing. It started with like 27 cents, you know, highs were like 70 cents, and it's slightly going all the way, like as you can see, it's all the time going more and more, which is very cool. And hopefully if it continues that way, hopefully 2020 is gonna be the year that I can actually say that I'm full-time on YouTube and not have to worry about anything else. Because pretty much all I do right now in my life is towards this channel, towards the travel vlogging, traveling, and that kind of stuff. So everything I earn, even the money that I still didn't use, I didn't even take a cent out of this. Everything I earn, everything I get for presents or anything, I actually spend into the gear, into the travels, and to make more content, because I want to make that my life. And because of that, I'm very happy to see that it's steadily growing. I know it's not a lot, someone would say is gonna think, what is $2 a day? But as you can see, it's still steadily growing higher and higher on average. And I am having days like almost $3 here, so like $2-3 a day, which is still better than like 20 cents that I had here on the first day, 27, and then 50 cents. So it's still more and more and more. Hopefully, like I said, in 2020, I can actually make this my full-time thing. I can bet you can go to any job and get that dollars much faster. But the thing is, if you want to make your goal being a YouTube creator, you're gonna have to pretty much pay forward for a couple, maybe years. Some people actually do it very quickly, but for some it's gonna take years to get where they want to, and that's why this is like a sprint. This is like a marathon, not a sprint. Something that I say a lot. Just focus at task at hand and keep on moving forward. As long as you're going forward, it's all good. Let's say the goals for 2020, 10K subscribers, but I'm not gonna be crying if I don't get it. It's okay. If I get more, it's gonna be very cool. It's gonna be unexpected, but very nice. And full-time content creation, that is more of my goal. Like, my goal is more in the, you could say the money, but it's not pretty much the money. I'm thinking more about being able to fully go into content creation without having to stress about anything else. The moment I can actually focus 100% my attention to this and not stress about anything else, like the money, for example, for travels, then pretty much I feel like I did what I wanted to do. From there, it can only be better. So, like I said, it is kind of a struggle, but it's still something worth fighting for. Am I happy with 2019? I think overall, yes. I have 500% more views. Watch time is growing very nicely. Subscribers could be better, but it's still very nice in my opinion. And the estimated revenue is going higher and higher, which is very good for my kind of videos. I get around 1,800 views every 48 hours, so that's very good too, and I'm not stressing over that. In terms of travel, we visited, what did we visit? We visited Athens at the beginning of the year, which was very cool, and it was one of the most pretty much underappreciated and it flew under the radar for us. It was a kind of like a last minute decision, but it ended up being something that we actually talk about a lot. How good of a trip it was, even though we didn't expect it to be that good. Then we went to Malta, which was very sunny, very cool, but very quick. It went by very quick because we saw a lot. We really maximized the time there. And then we went to Valencia, which was a little bit more slower, which is very cool because we got to be in one city, not have to run through the whole country. And it was very nice there, a beautiful city. And then we ended up in Croatia later on, which was as usual, very chill, very cool water, very amazing things. You will still see that because those videos are still in the making. That's gonna be it for today. If there's anything from the analytic side of YouTube or something from the creator side of YouTube that you would like to see in a video like this, please let me know. I can always make a tutorial or a different video showcasing the things that you're interested in. Also, how was your 2019? How was it from your point of view for content creators? And for those that are just watching the videos, how was your 2019? So that's gonna be it for today, but before we end this video, a couple things that I wanted to mention. If you want to support this channel, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can go to my website and buy the preset packs and other things that are on the website. But there's also different ways. For example, a Patreon. If you want to check out my Patreon, you can get things like customized Patreon postcards. Also, there's things like the presets that are for the Patrons, and you know, you're getting discounts on the store and everything like that. So that is a very cool way to actually help us support this channel. If you like the music in this video or in any other of my work, there's gonna be an Epidemic sound link down below. If you choose to sign up through that link, there's gonna be a kickback for me. And last but not least, if you want to join a travel community, check out Travel the World. It's a Facebook travel community. So that's gonna be it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.